start that camera.
Yeah. Check, 1 2 1 2. Do you hear me now? Check, 1 2 1 2.
I do not hear.
You do not hear me?
No. How many?
All right, let me see if this is it still. I'm getting it here.
You know, I'm hearing.
Check, 1 2 1 2. test, test. Yeah, what does that sound? So it's too high.
Okay, let me put that.
That's what he's getting that sound from.
So should I just put it up?
Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. See how it goes red? Check, check.
You don't want the red?
I don't want the red. The red means clear.
So I guess I'll rip it, Emmanuel. I'll just put it really low.
Yeah. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ha, 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 ha. How about now? There's a 20-second delay. Much better? Yeah, so let's just keep it at 3. Try 1, 4. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. How about that one? Does that sound right? I'm going to thank you all to the Port Ministries. Holla at your boy. No, 4 is fine.
But just to make sure it receives as much audio feedback. So now it's better.
That's way better. Thank you.
Just like chicken roofers.
She can even just put her bike in like the cafeteria, right? That's what I'm thinking. Hey. Oh, we can do open control and can do my thing. Oh, that's a lot. I'm gonna have to delay, so I'm waiting now. Why are we all on? Is that what everybody's saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, first.
Opening it up that way because it's cool. All I need is something like a sharp edge.
Where's Donna?
Or
No.
No Bloody Mary.
She should have been, she should have been part of it. No.
I can use spoons.
Oh. There you go. Yeah.
I haven't done this in a long time.
You think the pressure's on?
That's true.
Alright, so,
But if you're not careful, you'll.
Well, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously. You got a knife. So I bought some of those.
so we are from Raffle House.
Okay, bought those.
I have not.
So,
So I wanted to talk to you guys or have a conversation about goals,
Courage. Stop.
what brings you back.
Little.
Is there ever moments where it's hard for you to find goals?
So I guess I'll go first.
What comes to mind?
Yeah.
I'm right there.
So my name is Hector. I'm also a host resident and
I don't know.
I volunteer at the
I think it's
When they were
So we have people coming in with
No, I know, but no.
a whole series of health issues, and many times this is our clinic is the only place where people have access to healthcare for a couple of different reasons. Some people also don't feel comfortable because of their immigration status to go to other hospitals or clinics. But anytime somebody comes in that has questions and doesn't know why they're feeling a certain way, you know, pain here,
Yeah.
irritation there, you know, things like that. And then once they either receive, you know, free medication or at least the answers to what's going on, that's always a good hope. Bye.
I know.
There it is.
I said, do you ever feel like there's times where you struggle to see hope?
Get them
Oh,
all.
for sure.
Like,
Right order. You see them all.
like you look around and you're just like, oh, I'm so messed up, I don't know.
Well, yeah, because then since at the clinic we're limited on what you can do, sometimes people come through with issues that are a lot more complicated. We don't have proper testing available. We don't have
The whole big construction
I forgot
water.
that.
experts. Yeah. And, still have people and resources, but still
Back when everybody could just
still really tough to, to know if people,
I had,
just because it's there doesn't mean that's actually accessible.
I had,
To cost or, some people who come to the clinic have to take a whole day off their work. Because, because it's the only way they can come in, and that loss of income is, they're already taking a hit with it, so. Some stuff like that actually
like real strict.
makes it a little
Other than that, that's it.
harder to see those services.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier too, like,
Instructor.
my community motivates me to want to do better. But there are times where I'm like, man, it's so hard, like, we don't have enough resources, like,
Good for her.
sometimes, like, you just don't know the answer right away, you're scared you're not gonna find the answer, and, like, I don't know.
Or being
It's
wrong.
kinda, like, sometimes you do.
Since 1985, the Port Ministries has been dedicated to serving community members by providing the fundamental needs of the mind, body, and spirit. Located on 50th and Hermitage Avenue, the Port Ministries is a place where many find hope.
Open Arts are studios for local visual artists. These artists provide the community with apprenticeship, opportunities, and creative workshops.
After-school services include tutoring and mentoring programs for K through 8th grade students.
Open Gym offers daily staff supervised physical activities for at-risk secondary and post-secondary aged youth.
The People's School, a series of free workshops led by the community, for the community, covering a range of topics and leading toward mutual understanding of the importance of each individual.
Service Immersion is an overnight retreat center that provides guests with opportunities to have a Franciscan spiritual experience through service and prayer.
The Free Health Clinic serves those uninsured and undocumented with free general physicals, health consultations, and referrals. A place that offers the possibility of health and well-being despite any barriers.
The Bread Truck provides 150,000 meals annually to underserved children, women, and families.
The Hope House, our intentional covenant community. Residents are volunteers that live and serve at Port Ministries, a place where people can provide hope, give back.
The Gospel of Matthew tells us, "Then he said to his disciples, 'The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few.' There is so much work to be done in the back of the yards. If you would like to help fund hope, join us at the Fall Harvest of Hope on October 21st.
Well, I first found out about the port at La Casa Norte, actually. I fell in love first sight, and I've been coming back ever since. Like, I've witnessed, they help people, they feed people, they provide for the community, they try to unite the community, and that's the best part about it. The port has affected me greatly, actually. It's a place I can volunteer, connect with the youth in the community, connect with the older people in the community. It's like a huge family. It is. It's like a huge family. I think people should most definitely support the port because, like, that's what the organization is. Like, they support the whole community. Like, they're trying to bring the whole community together, trying to cut down the violence, and just trying to build something. Like, you should always support that.
It's the mermaid.
Mermaid, yeah. So I understand now.
Basically do what we're doing right now, like hang out, have these types of conversations, and be inspired by one another and create our own. So hopefully with some funding, we will get some furniture, some e-books, food supplies, and really material that make us feel comfortable, that make us feel inspired. And take us away from the harsh reality of the world for a bit.
Maybe make sure.
If you feel better if you could create any program in the people's schoolrooms, would it be just like a hangout space or would it be a program around a certain topic?
I think for me, there would be I would like more to set up an atmosphere or vibe of how do I say, relaxation, like having a space where you could just put your guard down. Like you don't have to worry about a lot of the issues that we deal with here in the neighborhood, like gang violence, worrying about what street you're on if you're a young person, but knowing that you can come here and you're always going to be safe and protected. And then because that to me allows for more ideas to flourish when you don't have to be worried about your safety. So I mean, it's just that finding ways to unwind in a healthy way. Use a space that other people can kind of take over, do their own projects in. If they have an idea for a workshop that they want to do, they can use the People's School room here at the port to really take a stab at trying out their ideas.
Like student-led programming?
Like student-led programming, exactly. That would be awesome. all have to be like art and painting, but you know, there's music, there's dance, poetry, chat. I always thought of having like a comadre like chat night because like you know us comadres like to like chat and gossip, but
The Port Ministries provides over 7 programs and services to those in need. Those programs and services are solely funded by individuals like you.
And thanks to one of those individuals, every child in our after-school program was taken on a Christmas shopping spree yesterday.
Check it out.
they're pretty safe. So comments. You've been here. You've been at the Hope House for how long now?
I guess 2 months, 2.5.
That's it?
I think so. I think it was late August. It was late August, like the 20th or something. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
Is there something that I know you just got here, but like you've learned something that you didn't know before moving in here, before moving to Chicago, that has inspired you?
Yeah, for sure. Like countless things, you know. I don't know. I think I've learned when you meet people and you hear stories, that's like opening up a new universe of knowledge, right? Like getting to know this person and everything that has like gone into their past and everything that makes them who they are. So I feel like I've gotten to know so much just through like listening to people, and I don't know if I could put my finger on exactly something I learned, you know, like today at school I learned. It's not yet. I don't think it could be a bullet point kind of thing. I think it's more like holistic and spiritual. But definitely being around community-centered folks has been essential, I think, in solidifying my priorities as a person, you know. Movement away from being individual-centered and more community-oriented, spiritually oriented. That's definitely been reinforced living at the Hope House, for sure. It's a wonderful place.
Maria, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah. So, if you guys just joined in, Maria is our new Hope House resident. She literally just biked in here a couple minutes ago. So this is her first time hanging out with Maria. I hope she's enjoying it.
I am. It's so fun. It's such a nice space.
Yeah, we're in the artist studios. So at the Port Ministries, we have artist studios. for people in neighborhoods, we encourage people to apply to be part of the be part of the Port Ministries family. If you're an artist and you need a space, you have space available. We encourage you to be part of the community through your art. You can host art workshops here, really get to know the community on a more personal level. And hang out with us.
Myra, what's your favorite painting you've ever done?
My favorite painting I've ever done? Ooh. So this wasn't, there's paint involved in that painting. It's actually the most recent project I did, which you can actually find two of them. One is at Precious Blood Ministries, and we did a mural, myself and 7 youth from the neighborhood did a mural at the Port Ministries, which showcases like a landscape, the city in the background, and then the silhouette of children on a swing looking at the sunset. So that was a lot of fun. And then the other one is actually displayed at the Back of the Arts Coffee House, and it's a landscape of Los Altos in Chiapas, which is a location in southern border of Mexico, and it shows hills where coffee grows. And right in the center is coffee plant with the coffee berries, and also a sunrise in the background. And there's a line on there that says, they didn't know, they tried to bury us, they didn't know we were seeds. And so it was kind of like a collage. Myself and the 7 youth painted like hundreds of blank pages, like big butcher pages, cut them up into pieces, and then we glued every single piece onto the board, like gluing out the brush strokes thing. And that's been my favorite like art project so far. I think it's just so colorful, so vibrant, so beautiful, and the process, the way it was made in collaboration with young people from the neighborhood was awesome. They got to learn about coffee, where it grows. They got to learn about Mexico. And it was just a really like wholesome experience. The way art should be.
Yeah, it's a really nice mural. The one in Precious Blood. I have seen it. Yeah. Oh, butterfly.
They were like concerned because there used to be butterflies there, and unfortunately I had to paint over them. But they were like, "What are we supposed to call it now?" But I did sneak in some butterflies, so they can still call it.
Yes, it's still called butterfly.
If you could create any community art piece, what would you make?
Oh man.
No budget.
No budget.
No, sorry, you have
Unlimited budget.
Anything together, yeah, whatever.
I did have an idea. For me, it's important to make artwork that's accessible to everybody, and I like when it's interactive, kind of like this. Like I'm trying to come up with ideas and inspiration for this. But I wanted to create benches around the neighborhood in a circle pattern, so that you can use them to do like healing circles, like outdoors, like at any park, like or any random corner, like just have like permanent benches set up in a circle, and then you could paint. I mean, anybody that wants to paint them can paint them, but you know, organizations, whoever that whoever does like healing circles can use them throughout the city. Invite people to join you and have makers come in and do it. So that's a community project I like to do. If I had more funding, maybe we could heal the city with healing circles. Have an international circle day.
Yeah. There's a whole week that you'll celebrate the.
Yeah, there's Peace Week, International Peace Week. So yeah, so circles definitely have a part in it.
There should be a circle back. There isn't.
Yeah, it was really cool because one time we did a circle where we went to, what street was it? It wasn't Paulina. It was way closer to Racine. But anyways, so we just stood outside with the sign that said something about peace circles, and we went down the block and just knocked on doors and told people, hey, we're gonna be doing this circle thing. Basically, what it is just a way for us to kind of like gather and talk about some things, some like community things that sometimes there's not always a space where people are able to come together, even if they do live down the street. And in one of those circles that we did, there were two neighbors that they got 3 houses from each other that had never spoken because the mom didn't speak English. And
Test 1 2 1 2. Yo, Skylar lacks something. Weak and indecisive. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Notes. So no what? No MF. No, I'm not an MF Doom fan. I'm not that much of an MF Doom fan. Please stop. Please stop. The program? No. We got nothing on there.
First each other. Oh, that's the lady that I met from.
Program?
I think.
Yeah.
It goes. It ties to the idea that when you know others, you're more likely to be compassionate. You aren't going to want to harm somebody.
You definitely each other.
Creates that sense of safety and community that.
Do you see his box? Turn his box on.
Yeah,
No, turn his box on.
Missing, especially right now because like the pandemic too. Like people don't. It's kind of hard to like have face-to-face conversations.
You're gonna hear it. Yeah. Allow this one. Hey, I represent I guarantee you by the oh.
We need to add some color to that, no?
Oh yeah.
Your style of something we can. Your mom is hugging like tight jeans and white bikers. Your blue bike is running around the clock. You jump shit when I take each other.
Dude, I need one of these days. I gotta do it. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I have cornhole.
Oh yeah.
Boards that I have.
You're painting?
I'm gonna make them into paintings.
Oh.
I've been doing that for a long time. I just haven't. You know what?
All right. I like it.
Let's set up
Let's do it.
a time. I operate off of my.
My name is Anthony Brown. I'm the bread truck coordinator at the Port Ministries. I've been here 13 years now. I get to see how other people live, and I am totally blessed. So I've been in this neighborhood here since 1979. I live like 3 blocks away from here. Some of these guys I've been knowing for 20, 30 years. When I first started, people were working. There was more opportunities. Even though the pandemic had hit, it was like right before that people were starting to lose their jobs also. So I seen a real need, so I started asking more people, because I really don't like to ask people for anything, but people always say, if you need anything, ask me. So I felt myself like I should have asking people for stuff, and they were actually giving it to me. And I'm like, okay, cool. I had this one guy. First he started calling me chicken noodle. I'm like, why you keep calling me chicken noodle, man? And he said, because one day I was walking down the street. I just got out of jail, and I seen this truck. I never seen this truck. I was on 55th and Damon at the time. He said, I walked to the truck, and you offered me a bowl of chicken noodle soup. He said, I had nowhere to go. I had no money. I really didn't pay no attention to one day I was on 51st and Damon. And he didn't know my name, so he just said, hey, chicken noodle. And so when he told me this story, I'm like, oh, okay. So instead of him calling me chicken noodle, he just called me noodle now. Now her, I've seen mostly all her kids are born. She was coming to the truck that long. And she's doing a lot better. She used to be in a relationship with her abusive baby daddy. He used to beat on her. She got away from that and she got her own apartment. She's doing good. I wish more opportunities could come closer. Because there's people that want to work. There's a lot of people want to work, but everything is out. Like in Elk Grove Village, you had to take so much time just to get to a job. Everything now is out of the neighborhood. I think we should have like a bread truck all over Chicago, each side of town, north side, west side, east side. A fleet of bread trucks. That's it. That's it. People that has less and people that has more, they're starting to get together more because the people that has more are seeing that this is what it feels like to have less because they wasn't working at the time. It's kind of like the neighborhood is coming together. And I get to help people. It was really good to see people doing bad like one year and then doing super good the next year. I am totally blessed. Really, really blessed.
Port Ministries is a Franciscan-inspired organization located in the back of the yards community. Our mission is to provide the fundamental needs of the mind, body, and spirit, and we do that through various programs. From our bread truck that feeds people, to our after-school program that has young learners here, to our free clinic that treats over 1,200 patients per year. Our program is dedicated to making sure that we provide resources and services to the community. The COVID-19 pandemic has really put us in a position where we had to evaluate our programming and see how vital it is right now. And this pandemic has really showed us who we are. So we were able to adjust a majority of our programming to not have access into our buildings, but to have access to our programs. So there's a lot of us reaching out. The way that Marquette Bank and our board work together is really unique in the nonprofit sector. Marquette is heavily involved in our board. We have members that hold positions from Marquette Bank. Marquette Bank also volunteers tremendously in all our events. So there's a strong presence of their commitment to the community in everything we do. From buying a new bread truck last year to having their support for our fundraisers. Marquette Bank is there from the beginning of the process all the way to the end. When you bank at Marquette Bank, what you're really doing is you're actually helping the community have a voice. And that's the strongest thing you could have. It's really about voting with dollars in so many different ways. And you can do that by also where you're investing your savings, where you're investing your checkings. Marquette Bank then turns around and has fabulous employees that volunteer at the port. And they really are committed to seeing how they could help the community. So it isn't about just donating and go. They're really engaged in the process. They want to know how they could help and what are the resources they could provide to get us to the next level. And Marquette Bank has been here since the beginning of the Port Ministries. The Fall Harvest of Hope is the only fundraiser the Port Ministries runs with the help of Marquette Bank.
first time ever.
The Port Ministries provides over 7 programs and services. Since 1985, the Port Ministries has been dedicated to serving community members by providing the fundamental needs of the mind, body, and spirit. Located on 50th and Hermitage Avenue, the Port Ministries is a place where many find hope.
Open Arts are studios for local visual artists. These artists provide the community with apprenticeship, opportunities, and creative workshops.
After-school services include tutoring and mentoring programs for K through 8th grade students.
Open Gym offers daily staff supervised physical activities for at-risk secondary and post-secondary aged youth.
The People's School, a series of free workshops led by the community, for the community, covering a range of topics and leading toward mutual understanding of the importance of each individual.
Service.
Man, it has been a long road for the Port Ministries. We were created in 1985 by a Franciscan friar named Father Gus, and he had an amazing vision today, even more so. The simple, very simple mission was to provide the fundamental needs of the mind, body, and spirit, and do that in service. And in that, we could see and shape God's love in every way. That is more real now than it's ever been before. I love coming to work and seeing what we're doing, and I hope in this video I could share some of my passion. But it's really a personal stuff. Do you remember the first time you came to the Port?
Oh man, I sure do. And you know, it's I see this amazing sweatshirt you're wearing here, David, with St. Francis of Assisi. You know, we came here, my first time coming to the Port, I walked in my Franciscan robes, you know, this habit, thinking, oh man, I'm just gonna like change the world here at Port Ministries. And Miss Chris handed me a mop and a bucket and told me to clean the bathroom. And it was at that moment I said, boy, St. Francis would be proud. This is exactly what we should be doing here, is the hidden work, the silent work, the care and empathy for our friends here in the neighborhood in a very simple, unassuming, quiet way. And Port Ministries does this day in and day out.
Absolutely. And we need your help. That's why we're here. This is a fundraiser, and you can see just by the blank wall here, just by the casualness of this, no dollar goes to the fancy. No dollar goes to things we don't need. It goes directly to our programming. If you can make a donation, bid on items, look at our wish list, check out the raffle. We're about to do one raffle very soon, and I'm really excited because like this is Marquette Bank helping us out at the top of all this. They put on this entire event, whether it's live or whether it's virtual for us, and we can't thank them enough. So we're gonna send you to them where they're just waiting to go and do the early raffle. Marquette Bank, let's see what's going on.
Hey guys, go.
You look good. You look really good. You look good for camera.
I think you should shut that door because you can hear them.
Well, do you want to shut the door? Can you shut the door? Can you shut the door? Let's walk off camera real quick. Okay, so we're gonna do the bread truck. Right.
You have to be much louder.
Yeah, perfect. They're already drinking beers and having.
Have the same idea, like the chacal, you know, the remember I told you about that, and then all of a sudden like start seeing it in other places. The tapatio, yeah. So instead of tapatio, there's tapa de la boca, but cover your mouth.
Okay, our winner of the early bird raffle for the TV, the 43-inch TV, is Colleen Marzalik. Congratulations, Colleen.
Take this one first.
Thank you all.
I have a whiskey.
So it's you, masterful. Thank you.
I don't have my phone. The whole house has my phone.
Just go get it. Cancel their stream.
All right.
How's it? Is it there?
There's audio technical difficulty with Marquette Bank. David, will you write in to announce the early bird raffle?
Brothers and sisters, just because we're celebrating a fall harvest of hope does not mean that we're excluded from chaos and technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
And, you know, that's just part of life. That's the beauty of what we're doing right now.
But Marquette Bank did want to join in. I saw them. They were really excited.
They
were there. I saw them. I saw them.
We've got like 6 cameras throughout the city of Chicago.
All over the place, man.
So bear with us. What they're going to do is draw the early bird raffle, and they will text it to David.
Uh-oh.
We'll announce it.
I think they're already on it.
Should we announce this?
Should we announce it? Go ahead.
All right, so we have right here the first raffle winner for the TV is Colleen Marshallin.
Carleen Marshallin, you are the winner. Oh, let's get it.
Colleen, got some hope.
Yeah, I like this. This is awesome. We just started off with a raffle.
Thank you, Colleen.
Thank you, Colleen, so much for supporting the Port Ministries.
We got more stuff coming up, so hang with us.
Just keep going. Check out the website. Make sure that you're putting in bids, having some fun. Doing everything all right. Let's make sure that we're having a conversation with our friends to invite them coming through. But the way this program is going to go is we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go straight into the programs. We're going to go straight into what you are supporting. What you're supporting is 7 programs, and we're going to showcase 4 of them. One is going to be the health clinic. 2 is going to be the bread truck. 3 is going to be the Hope House, and 4 is going to be the after school program. I mean, by the time you get to that, you should know exactly what you're supporting. These programs are led with passion, they're led with drive, and we're so excited about what we can do with them. Tell me, when was the first time you went to the health clinic and you saw what they were doing over there?
Man, you know, when I first started here at the Port, David, like I said, I was helping Miss Chris with the little ones in the classroom, and then I met Anthony, and I got on the bread truck, and that blew my mind, and then Anthony said, you know, come next door here and take a walk through this health clinic with me, and I was just absolutely blown away.
Yeah.
You know, every time that I come to the Port, I am just reminded of the blessings that I have in my life. As a Franciscan, I'm well taken care of, food in my belly, a place to sleep, and I've got medical insurance. This is something that I don't have to go to sleep worrying about.
It's huge.
But so many of our brothers and sisters, not just here in Chicago, really our whole country is dealing with this. But we're answering that problem, we're filling that breach here in Back of the Yards in a very special, unique way with our health clinic.
Yeah, I really am excited to show you this clip and to see what Dr. Fletcher's doing. Please watch this little small snippet, and we'll try and you know, come back and tell you a little bit more.
It's a lot. I do it because I know that there's a need, and the patients really appreciate it, and it's that satisfaction for me seeing that they get what they're looking for. It's a need. Dr. Fletcher, I am a volunteer physician here. Been here for 10 years actually. The Port itself has grown to a what I think the best place that it's ever been since I've been here. I've seen a lot of changes. Obviously, we moved from location to location, so this location right here has really taken off a lot. The patient load has increased, and we've been seeing a number of patients from the community, the neighborhood, and they are really appreciative of it, as you can see. That there's a constant need for help, for volunteers. I think that donations are important to the Port because it keeps us going, number one. We have obviously a lot of need here. The patients are the primary beneficiary of money that's donated, and it just keeps us sustained. We can't operate without having those funds, at least to the level that is sufficient to see patients and so forth.
here that complements the work of the free clinic. We can't get any better than mental health and also the physical doctors coming on through here. But the next step, everyone likes this one. We're gonna like this one. If you came early, you may have seen us already play it. You may have already seen it, but the next one we can't dodge. It's gonna be Mr. Anthony Brown.
We got to.
We gotta do Mr. Anthony Brown, right?
He's like the saint of Port Ministries.
He is the Hermitage hustler, as I like to call him. He is slinging sandwiches to anyone that wants them. He's feeding about 300 to 500 people every day. Since the pandemic started, that has even increased. He's going to more locations than ever before, and he is a character. What was the first time you were on the bread truck?
Man, so the first time I was on the bread truck, Anthony took me out, and I was kind of scared.
Oh.
I was kind of scared. I mean, you know, it's a kind of a wild ride sometimes, especially during those summer months, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Why? Because it's a community meal.
Oh.
You know, and every single stop that we make, we sit and eat sandwiches with the people, and we don't ask questions. It's literally, we partner with people throughout Chicago that donate their time and their food, and we go out there and build relationships.
Yeah.
It doesn't get more Franciscan than that.
Doesn't get any more Franciscan than that. I'd rather show than talk about it, so please enjoy this snippet about Anthony Brown and his bread truck.
My name is Anthony Brown. I'm the bread truck coordinator at the Port Ministries. I've been here 13 years now. I get to see how other people live, and I am totally blessed. Well, I've been in this neighborhood here since 1979. I live like 3 blocks away from here. Some of these guys I've been knowing for 20, 30 years. When I first started, people were working. There was more opportunities. Even though the pandemic had hit, it was like right before that people were starting to lose their jobs also. So I seen a real need, so I started asking more people. Because I really don't like to ask people for anything, but people always say, if you need anything, ask me. So I felt myself like actually had asking people for stuff, and they were actually giving it to me. And I'm like, okay, cool. I had this one guy. First he started calling me chicken noodle. I'm like, why you keep calling me chicken noodle, man? And he said, because one day I was walking down the street. I just got out of jail, and I seen this truck. I never seen this truck. I was on 55th and Damon at the time. He said, I walked to the truck, and you offered me a bowl of chicken noodle soup. He said, I had nowhere to go. I had no money. I really didn't pay no attention to one day I was on 51st and Damon. And he didn't know my name, so he just said, hey, chicken noodle. And so when he told me this story, I'm like, oh, okay. So instead of him calling me chicken noodle, he just called me noodle Now her, I seen, all her kids are born. She was coming to the truck that long. And she's doing a lot better. She used to be in a relationship with an abusive baby daddy. He used to beat on her. She got away from that, and she's got her own apartment. She's doing good. I wish more opportunities could come closer, because there's people that want to work. There's a lot of people want to work, but everything is out. Like in Elk Grove Village, you had to take so much time just to get to a job. Everything now is out of the neighborhood. I think we should have like a bread truck all over Chicago, each side of town, north side, west side, east side. A fleet of bread trucks. That's it. That's it. People that has less and people that has more, they're starting to get together more, because the people that has more are seeing that this is what it feels like to have less, because they wasn't working at the time. It's kind of like the neighborhood is coming together. And I get to help people. It was really good to see people doing bad like one year and then doing super good the next year. I am totally blessed. Really, really blessed.
Anthony says how blessed he is to be on the bread truck, but honestly, he's a blessing to us. I mean, David, I know you know, but I strive, my prayer is to be a fraction of the man, the servant that Anthony Brown is. He gives his complete self to this ministry and to his friends that he's lived with in this neighborhood for his entire life.
Yeah, I always joke around that if Anthony Brown left the Port Ministries, we'd have to close down the bread truck. His relationships, his love for the community it's really inspiring. I can't see anything else that we could do that would recover from Anthony Brown leaving ever. So Anthony, we thank you. And I want you to know that we are always looking for ways to grow the bread truck program. Anthony's talking about a fleet. I don't know if we got a fleet, but we definitely have to build more resources so Anthony can reach more people.
We can make it happen today.
You know, the issue with hunger is that it comes back tomorrow.
Right.
You know, so we have to make sure that we're keeping Anthony on that truck. There's a link down below us. That's where you could donate, like right there. And there's a little QR code right over there. We know it's there because the person that's doing this, Jim, showed us it was there. So you can make donations right now. You could bid on items. You could buy wish list items. Anthony has things on that wish list that he needs to keep running and operating here. But now we're going to transition to the other program, the one that doesn't get as much light as all the other ones.
Yeah.
Do you know you can live here? You know you can live at the port?
It's unbelievable. You know, when you think of the Franciscan roots of this place, St. Francis of Assisi, Father Gus, you cannot subtract the importance of community from the Franciscan spirituality. And so this was just a necessary evolution of what we do here at Port.
So we have this thing called the Hope House. It's an intentional living community for people in the community that want to strengthen their bond with the community. We have five now. Whoa, that's the biggest we ever had. 5 residents that are living here now that are just amazing individuals. I can't get enough of them as well. Again, rather show than tell. Check out the 4 that are here that make up the Hope House, and let's see if we can get them involved a little bit more.
My name is Hector Alitia, and I am actually the veteran resident here at Hope House. I volunteer at the health clinic on Tuesdays. I'm originally from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and when I came to Chicago, I came as a full-time volunteer. Now, after my year of service, I needed obviously a place to stay, and one of my friends who is a former resident of Hope House invited me in, and I actually ended up taking over his room. The Hope House is an intentional living community that's part of the Port Ministries. And so what that means is that all of us who come to live here, it's more than just having 4 walls, a place to eat, and a place to sleep. We purposely try to build community with each other and with our surrounding neighbors. We tend to have a mindset of social justice, an understanding that most of us who are not from this area, that we are visitors, but we do everything we can to support the community in every way possible. We're having events all the time, and having people actually, come out to those events is important, so that way we can get the word out that there is this resource, right down the street. We've had COVID testing, free COVID testing for the community. We've handed out art kits for children, and just a whole host of different activities and different events mostly for families.
Getting the opportunity to live at the Hope House is just very helpful for me as far as having a safe space to live and to be near the coffee house and to be near the people that I serve.
It definitely is a place that feels safe and easy to express those harsh feelings and those frustrations and those unique challenges of working in the community.
We're in desperate need of some remodeling in our space. Unfortunately, we did have an incident a couple years ago where our basement got flooded. And so we've managed as best as we can, but now that living space is not actually usable.
We need more spaces where people can be themselves and be together and remember that we are made for each other. We need one another. That's the only way we can get through any of this.
The Hope House is one of my favorite programs. I've seen it grow from 1 person, 2 people, a couple of generations already. I think we're up to the 3rd generation, and this one right here has character. Like they keep themselves accountable for being a part of the community. Every day they're creating new programming. They're asking, can we do this? Can we do that? I think they have a soup event coming up very soon. They're just really creative and really passionate. I'm really excited about that.
Young professionals, young people like this all the data we have says they're craving a sense of identity, community, and service. And Hope House provides all that.
Yeah.
And it's like just kind of a no-brainer. We're so lucky to have the space to house these young people. And we're so lucky that they're just so selfless in their service, their passion for social justice, and really making a change in not only their lives, but the life of the poor.
Yeah, they totally drive us. And Hector brought it up in the video, like we're nursing these very old buildings that have been neglected for many years. There are a lot of needs. So any donation you make down here, or that QR code that I was told was over here now, would definitely help us out, because the Hope House, we want to grow it. We want to make it bigger. We want to get Franciscans in there eventually too. So there's so many things that we want to do there, but we need your help. We need your support. So please make a donation. Please bid on an item. Look at the wish list and just pick something up. It would really help us. It'll go a long way.
But now, David, the people who live here at the Hope House, they're a little bit older.
They're a little
like
older.
Young adults, young professionals. But there's another part to our community as well, which is younger audience.
You're bringing it up.
So we've looked at mental health, physical health, food, clothing. We've got young professionals giving their time and service.
This is one program, right, that does all that?
This is unbelievable. But there's still something else we can do.
What?
The kids.
Oh.
The little ones. Jesus said, "Let the children come to me." And so, we looked around, we saw, we made a judgment, and we decided to act.
Yeah, we're bringing up so many different things that we could definitely do right now. The after school program is one of my favorite programs in the world. And right now, I would love to transition to Ms. Darlena and the great work that she's doing. Check it out.
The one memory I have is of one of my little boys, Martell. This kid, he had an attitude problem. He was always, pushing back, didn't want to do anything, didn't want to do the work. I pushed back at him, and he struggled in reading, so he just didn't want to do it. He had one of those teachers who told him, just do it if you feel like it. And I said, well, no, I expect more from you. I said, you're going to learn how to read. And so I pushed him, and I made him read, and I made him read. He comes to me one day, he said, Miss Darlena, you remember when I told you that reading was my worst enemy? I said, yes, Martin. And so he says, I think it's becoming my best friend. I really love to read. And so that's the memory that My name is Darlena Allen. I'm an after-school program coordinator. I'm really close with a lot of the family and the parents, and so we discussed things and we worked things out, and I saw that there was a need for the kids to be here longer hours. I want the kids to know that this is theirs and this is their safe space to come and have fun and enjoy themselves.
We love and appreciate Miss Darlena. She's kind of the second mom, where she's really been there for my daughter when it comes to bullying and just school, helping push her to the next level. I'm a single mom of 2 kids, so it's helped my daughter get that extra attention that she needs. She's been a blessing to my family.
There was a few moments where I wanted to give up. Seeing the work that I do and seeing the hard work that I put in manifested in these kids, and they see that I care, and it makes them want to do better. That's the stuff that keeps you going. Just like I'm telling them not to give up on themselves, I can't give up on them either, you know what I'm saying? So pushing them, I'm actually pushing myself. I want these kids to see that there's something better out there. A lot of them come from these communities where they see a lot of violence, they see a lot of stuff that's negative. I want this to be a positive space, a space where these kids come and learn to respect each other, a space where they can come and have fun, and they can see how you can have fun without going out there and smoking and drinking. Participating in the fundraising it's helping me out to make things better for these kids, to give them a better experience, than what they see every day.
Remember a few minutes ago, David, how I said that Anthony was like the saint here at Port Ministries? Well, that was true, but incomplete. Because, I mean, Miss Darlena is just one of my heroes. And she gives so much of herself, of her emotions, of her mind, her time and talent to the next generation of leaders and entrepreneurs and faith builders and community builders of this neighborhood. And she's changing lives.
Yeah, she is totally doing the work. I mean, she's doing the work that we're here for. She makes the Port Ministries. I really got to take a moment right now. And I know I've been selling the program, but you could see in Ms. Darlena the passion and drive that she has. She has 30 young people during the after-school program on most days. Because of the pandemic, we had to split that in half. She has young people. She has relationships with the parents. She has relationships with the school. She is doing everything she possibly can. And this is the time. This is really the time to help Ms. Darlena, to help the Port Ministries, to help all the other programs by making a donation right now. You have no idea how important it is. It takes around $280,000 a year, and that is nothing for an organization as small as ours. And we have a goal to raise $140,000 to this Fall Harvest of Hope. I know we can do it. I feel like we can do it. But people like Ms. Darlena doing the Lord's work, like, it is an absolute blessing to see her work with those kids every day. There's a link right here. And I really need you to go there. I need you to make that bid. I know it seems small. It may just be your Christmas gift, but a Christmas gift with a good purpose right now. Bid on a silent auction item. Make a donation. Check out the wish list. Our coordinators really need your help, and this is the time that we can make it happen.
This is really, I mean, the best way for communities and nations really to respond when there are these breaches in societies and cultures and people are being left out is not waiting for government to come in and take care of us, but when people of good faith and goodwill come together, see their brothers and sisters in need, and put their money where their mouth is and really take care of one another. And so this is really the best moment of humanity, is in moments like this, when we can just give from the blessings we've been given from God. And so we ask you to prayerfully consider supporting the Port Ministries. People like Miss Darlena, people like Anthony, people like all of our volunteers. Pray about it and be generous. Now's the time. What better time than now?
Today's the day. Let's make this happen. So we're gonna try and keep this quick. We don't want to bother everyone with a long, drawn-out fundraiser and celebration. You know us. You know how informal we like to be.
And we've only got one beer.
We only got one beer. It was a prop beer that we decided to drink, I'm sorry to say. But right now, I really want to transition this into the other people that make our program so special. We have partners in this community that really bring us to life. They complement our mission and all our programming, and they add on a little extra something there. I mean, there's so many programs like Star Farms, Chicago, that is there. St. Anthony's Hospital, Chavez Elementary School is always there. Girls Like Me is doing the work. Love Institute is always there. Social Change, The Plant, Precious Blood, the Love Fridge outside. We got to paint the fridge. That is so dope. The Midwest Capuchins, making that happen over there. Of course, we have the Chicago Peace Fellows and everyone there, the Back of the Yards Neighborhood Council. These are tons. We could go on forever, of all these people that make programming happen here. But we're going to showcase 4 right now. 4 that I get really excited about, 4. They're going to do it in a very unique way. First off, we're going to see Central Sonar. They're a mental health program that is blowing my mind. And they give a testimonial about the Port that just really is passionate. Then we're going to see Coffee, Hip Hop, and Mental Health. Christopher Lamarck give us a performance inside of the Port. He came here, recorded it. Then we're going to go on to Story Catchers Theater. They're doing amazing work with the arts. I am inspired by them. I won't even tell you what they do because Christina does an amazing job explaining that. And lastly, our longtime partners, Iodele Drumming. If you ever come here on a Sunday, you hear this place thumping.
Rocking.
And it's really because of them. They make our halls come to life. It is such a beautiful thing. While we show you this
This is the time to make the bids. This is the time to make the donations. Because after this, we're gonna come out of this and we're gonna start getting ready to announce the winners of all the auction items. So please, enjoy our partners as much as we enjoy them and take a moment to look at their amazing work. Check it out.
My name's Lindsay, and I'm a social worker, and I'm here part of the Port Ministries to begin a new program that is focused on coming alongside our community members and helping people connect with resources and really providing space for people to be able to talk about their lives. Our program is Centro Sanar, and we are the mental health program at Port Ministries, and we exist to complement the existing work that the health clinic, the free health clinic, does here at the Port. We wanted to ensure that access existed, and not only to have access, but that the quality of the services that people receive was the highest possible. Walking into our space, they really are walking into a space where they are known, where they are loved, where they are able to be themselves, where they can bring who they are and their whole stories, and that they would be accepted, and that this would be a space where they would be able to find support and find community. We had seen the impact that the Port was having in the community already. We really saw an opportunity and we saw a space for us, right? So the Port provides great services, provides services for children, for families. They feed people through the bread truck. And so the free clinic was a clinic we knew about and that we would actually refer a lot of people to because there are so many uninsured individuals in the community. And really what we saw was the need for the mental health component to be added to that. The reason life is hard isn't always just because of us, but the reason life is hard is because we do live in a system that takes care of the rich and that doesn't take care of the poor. And so when I look at the Port and I see what the Port is doing, I recognize their intentionality and wanting to be able to provide resources and to do so in a way that makes people feel seen and known. And we really connected to that idea.
Suffered. I used to really stutter. I used to have nightmares under black covers. 82 was the year, disconnect the mother. I got 4 sisters, and I'm the only brother. The middle child, I'm in that basement. Or the back porch, can you see what I was faced with? Dear uncle, I really love you. And I forgive you for calling me a faggot. My auntie, she hated me. She did everything to harass me. I had the pain of a kid so drastic. What happened? I forgave you for calling me a bastard. I got an attitude, so I zoned out. And it was summer camp I'm looking forward to. My childhood bittersweet, I'm feeling blue. In grammar school, man, I was teased by my teachers too. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. This is me and him, that beautiful God. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. This is me and him, that beautiful God. Now I remember what that pain used to feel like, fighting in my bedroom, trying to get my mind right. really stutter. I used to have nightmares under black covers. 82 was the year, disconnect the mother. I got 4 sisters, and I'm the only brother. The middle child, I'm in that basement. Or the back porch, can you see what I was faced with? Dear uncle, I really love you, and I forgive you for calling me a faggot. My auntie, she hated me. She did everything to harass me. I had the pain of a kid so drastic. What happened? I forgave you for calling me a bastard. I got an attitude, so I zoned out. And it was summer camp I'm looking forward to. My childhood bittersweet, I'm feeling blue. In grammar school, man, I was teased by my teachers too. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. This is me and him, that beautiful God. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. Suffered. I used to really stutter. I used to have nightmares under black covers. 82 was the year, disconnect the mother. I got 4 sisters, and I'm the only brother. The middle child, I'm in that basement. Or the back porch, can you see what I was faced with? Dear uncle, I really love you, and I forgive you for calling me a faggot. My auntie, she hated me. She did everything to harass me. I had the pain of a kid so drastic. What happened? I forgave you for calling me a bastard. I got an attitude, so I zoned out. And it was summer camp I'm looking forward to. My childhood bittersweet, I'm feeling blue. In grammar school, man, I was teased by my teachers too. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. This is me and him, that beautiful God. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. This is me and him, that beautiful God. Now I remember what that pain used to feel like, fighting in my bedroom, trying to get my mind right. I'm far gone, like remember what was last night. 94 was the year, group on fire bright. I lost 2 friends, it was 8 of us. Now it's only 6, and now I don't give a what. I'm trying to raise ours, I need dividends. I got a different heart, I need you again. I mean, dear Lord, I'm trying to feel love. I'm trying to kick it with my feet like forever, cuz now I'm 16, and then I'm 18. January 31st, 97 bat swings. Man, I've been arrested, blood was everywhere. Now he was 19, but I didn't care. And I was hitting everyone who ever touched here. And he was trying to hurt me, so I got him back. I'm in that backseat crying, what was all of that? I'm headed to the jailhouse, man, can you imagine that? Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. This is me and him, that beautiful God. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. This is me and him, that beautiful God. And it was late 97 when I met God. And it started with a female, good job. She was light-skinned, her name Adrian. I tried to sleep with her, but she was taken. I mean, right with the Lord, she was chasing, praying for the rights of my soul to embrace it. Now September, it feels real familiar. So empowered by the force, put that word in ya. It's a notebook, I think 98. I put a pen to the pad like I'm on a date. I wrote poetry and then quiet music. He introduced me to that beat and now I'm rapping to it. And it was therapeutic, I'm getting deep fluid. Now I bow to the force, man, I've been renewing. And it's a phone call in 2009. And I forgave my fam for the past times. And now Christmas, before the new year, I see my mommy face and now I'm seeing clear. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. This is me and him, that beautiful God. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. Listen to the matters of the heart. This is me and him, that beautiful God.
So my name is Christina Williams. I'm the program manager for Story Catchers Changing Voices program. Story Catchers is an organization that works with youth who have been incarcerated, and we use musical theater as a tool to help heal the trauma and prepare them for re-entry back into their communities. One of the biggest components that we do is write songs, and we always try to have our young people be a part of that process. Some of the songs you might hear were letters, love letters specifically, that they wrote to themselves. So it's about their future selves and the things that they saw to themselves. We put all those lyrics from those individual letters into one song. They come to us with backgrounds that maybe I'm not familiar with, and to see the joy and resiliency that they bring to programming has been the part that I have cherished the most. Governor Pritzker has actually just talked about creating a policy where they're going to go to a more community-based programming, and so in the next 4 years their plan is to close some of the justice facilities, and so our goal is to take Story Catchers into these community facilities and work with all of those young people so that these young people get to see their futures, and so they have this new idea and concept of self and expectations for self, and to just grow and be a part of their community and be successful in whatever endeavors they choose. Every day that we have an opportunity to work with these young people is full of joy, it's full of laughter. We've created a space where they get to come in and be themselves and be vulnerable. So we have moments where they're dancing silly or they're telling a joke, but they're always being supportive of one another. I never think of giving up, because how I define giving up is not just giving up on myself, it's giving up on the people that need the support the most. So in those moments of discouragement or frustration, I always remember that these young people have a backstory that is far beyond anything that I have ever experienced. And so I always think how we as an organization and we as a community owe them the ability to have tools and resources to propel them forward. The partnership between Story Catchers and Port Ministries has really just been integral for us serving youth who are usually underserved in their communities, who don't have the education system that will give them the tools to be successful. We find that many of our young people have interrupted education systems, and we know the importance of at least getting a high school diploma, especially for Black and brown communities. And so if you were to support the Port Ministries, not only would you be supporting our mission through the arts, but you'll be supporting these young people directly to get the skills and tools they need to be successful in the community.
We do it for the youth, we do it for the youth, we do it for you.
Hello, beautiful community. This is Ayodele Drum and Dance here at Port Ministries. We've been a resident and partner here for the last 3 years, and as a collective, during this pandemic, we're working and practicing our social distancing, but we want to be able to thank David Gonzalez and the team at Port Ministries for being able to allow us to have a space to rehearse and continue to cultivate as a women's organization. So we'd all like to say, thank you, Port Ministries!
unbelievable how much Port Ministries has evolved over the years. I mean, I don't think Father Gus could have imagined the type of programming that we have going on here.
This is
I
crazy.
mean, it's unbelievable. It's alive. This is an alive ministry.
I love it. I've never worked a day in my life.
We're so lucky.
It is such an amazing place to be at.
And who filmed those videos?
Oh my God. So we met this girl, Alexandra Akins. She has done a fabulous job presenting our program.
Crispy.
She knocked it out. She really caught the mission of the port and really went on her own thing. I love it.
Thank you.
The drones?
The drones over the bread truck? Who would have thought of this? But hey, David, while that Iodeli drumming group was just killing it on that video, I got a phone call on my special. This is the direct line to giving of gifts and donations. And guess what I heard on the other end of this phone?
What'd you get on that?
David Gonzalez, we are coming very dangerously close to $100,000.
What?
I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like $100,000 is.
Oh my God,
is unbelievable.
That is an amazing
It's such
number.
a gift.
Oh my God.
We are so lucky.
I am so excited. Thank you for everyone's donations, everyone's bids, everyone's wish list. This is amazing. Thank you so much for getting us there. I really can't say much. Like that's truly a blessing. Thank you again for the support. Please, we're almost close to our goal. Like it's so close we could taste it now. If we get this goal, we're clear until halfway through next year. You know, so if you can find $1, please donate. If you could find this QR code over here, please donate. If you can find this web link right here, please donate. We are so thankful.
We'll get there.
For everything.
God's going to take care of us. I feel it. It's coming. We trust in God and His generosity working through these people. But in the meantime, David,
okay.
I know it is exciting. The bat phone is exciting.
The bat phone is exciting.
But you know what's more exciting? Every year when we do the Fall Harvest of Hope, you single out some volunteers and you embarrass them.
Did I embarrass you last year?
Yeah. Last year I was humbled to receive the Community Service Award, and it's first and only award I've ever won. So it holds a special prominence and place on my desk. And honest to God, when I look at this award every morning, I think of the stories and the people that I work with and for here in Back of the Yards. And this year is no exception. We had a cool opportunity to kind of surprise a couple of our wonderful volunteers and supporters. The first of which is my Capuchin brother, Brother Mike Dorn, the bearded one.
The bearded one.
The bearded one. Oh. And he puts me to shame. He's just an amazing man, a holy man, a man of deep prayer and deep concern for the poor. And he's just an amazing Capuchin friar. So let's take a look at Brother Mike Dorn.
Yeah, please.
Who are you?
So I'm Brother Mike Dorn. I'm a Capuchin Franciscan friar from St. Rita Parish in Gage Park, and I have been involved with the port for almost 2 years. I think in the DNA of the port is a sense of hiddenness, and I think that is very close to what our Capuchin values show, that we're not seeking fanfare. We're not trying to be, hey, look at us. Look how great we are for whatever it is that we're doing. The news isn't there. We're not trying to get all over the internet. I mean, we're just doing what we're doing. For the port to remain open is a sign of life, to show that there's still hope, that here is a place where people can come to have a space here and now. So whatever it is, the gifts that they have, the talents that they have, call up the port. You know, maybe there's a match. You know, if they have an idea, I want to do this, I want to do that. That's what this space is here for. Places like the port need to continue, because without people just regularly being fed, like for example, there's a lot of organic food drives that just pop up in the neighborhood. Those are great, we need those. But what happens when that ends? The port will consistently be here, consistently running that bread truck and feeding the people who, whether the pandemic is going on or not, still need us. No matter what situations we walk into in life, we are constantly sizing people up. We're sizing organizations up, you know, any number of things. We're always sizing things up. And the more we can get beneath the surface and look at all the layers of what makes a story, what makes that place run. In particular, I think of Anthony Brown, getting to know him last couple of years, and there's a depth to him. I don't think it's always apparent for people who maybe only get to meet him once or twice, or so. Then I wish we had more time for in life is for everyone's story to actually be told.
This is kind of a funny one that Dave and I came up with the other day. He was cleaning out this long lost storage room the other day, and he found this relic of the port from many years ago.
Oh, wow.
And we thought, this would be funny to get Mike's reaction. So I want you to take a look at something we found.
Sure.
Then see kind of how this relates to your understanding of port ministries. All these closets over here.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's unexpected. Yeah. So, wow. Yeah, no, I'm just like kind of, speechless, but no, I mean, for me, the heroes are there are countless names and faces that come here daily and are just doing the thing for no recognition or anything like that. So it's a symbol. This is a symbol for them. Literally, I was dumbfounded when you gave this. I mean, because I don't like that kind of spotlight, personally. But I appreciate it because the board means a lot to me, and I wish I had more time, really to give to it.
Hello, hola. My name is Mayra Hernandez, and I am a resident of the Hope House and a resident artist here at the Port Ministries. So aside from being a resident artist, I've spent some time with the children that participate in the programs here, offering arts and crafts after school once they're done with their homework, as well as helping with the bread truck, and most importantly, trying to create relationships and connections with people in the neighborhood to try to keep them informed about the programs that we offer here at the Port Ministries. Living at the Hope House has been probably one of the best experiences I've had. I entered the Hope House at a time where I was in a lot of need of healing. I've been doing a lot of work in the community my whole life, but sometimes being so close to the people that you work with and seeing their struggle really takes a toll on you. So the Hope House was kind of like a haven for me in many ways, mostly in a spiritual way. Spending time with my housemates has been very helpful as well because we share a similar experience. When I think of my childhood memories, I think of me being in back of the yards. Very humble beginnings, but it really set the foundation for learning to live a simple life, being resourceful, getting inspiration from the struggles of the people that live here. I've learned to be resilient, just like the rest of my community. I've seen people stand up for each other. I've seen neighbors come together. I've really seen us back each other up and show real love. I represent the people that I service. So I'm also a business owner. I wanted to combine my passion for community and for coffee and created the Back of the Yards Coffee Company, which is Chicago's first and only Latinx women-owned coffee company. One of the things that surprised me about the Port Ministries is the amount of valuable resources they bring to the neighborhood. There are two moments that really stand out in my mind from when I first came into the Port Ministries. One of them was when I first met Anthony from the bread truck. I was having a really bad day that day, and he saw me and he asked me, "Did you eat already?" And when he asked me that, I felt like I was gonna cry because it had been so long since I've heard someone ask me if I had eaten already. I'm usually running around taking care of a lot of things. It's, as a business owner, I'm always busy, and sometimes I don't take the time out to take care of myself and to eat. And so when Anthony asked me that question, I felt so loved and so seen, and I felt like I'm in the right place. There was another moment also that I had shared with Ms. Darlena. A lot of the kids in her program are Latino students, and she shared with me about how challenging it was at first for her to kind of create the relationships that she has right now, because she is a Black woman. She treats those kids with so much love and so much respect, and she's great at disciplining them as well, and I think that the children really respect her and admire her. You know, we speak a lot about Black and brown, but the truth is that there's still a lot of things that we need to overcome. Ms. Darlena's love and compassion is a huge step in the right direction in bringing Black and brown people together.
I just want your reaction. Just kind of look at this kind of piece of memorabilia.
Oh, it's here.
And then see what.
Oh my gosh, the suspense. What? Oh my god! Wait a minute. No! It's got my name on it. Thank you. That was a good setup. I appreciate this very much. Thank you. So, Fall Harvest of Hope Community Services Award presented to Mayra Hernandez. That's me. Thank you. Thank you. You tricked me into this.
Yeah.
I was like...
First off, I owe an apology to Miss Mayra Hernandez.
She's in the next room.
She's right next
She's
door,
in the next room.
and she's gonna have words with me after this. But you know, I thought those were two separate videos, so I just introduced Brother Mike. Thank you, Brother Mike Dorn, for all that you do, and thank you, Mayra Hernandez. I mean, artist, entrepreneur, dope human being, selfless giver.
She really does it all. The funniest part is, during those interviews, we got to lie, and they had no idea what the interview was about.
We had to get real tricky.
So they were really, why are you interviewing us? It was the only way we could figure out how to surprise them. And the crazy part is that there's a question that we edited out where we asked them what was the ideal candidate, and sure enough, both of them describe themselves.
That's right.
Like, it was amazing to see. Mike Dorn is phenomenal. Mayra has been a character and a inspiration to us all here at the Port. We really salute you and salute the work, and hopefully we keep this tradition alive and give other volunteers the opportunity next Fall Harvest of Hope.
Maybe one of you will be the winner next year, so who knows? We're always looking for good people to come down here and give of their time, talent, and energy here at Port Ministries. Moving on from that, folks, we're real close.
We're close to the end, guys.
I mean, it's like, we're real close.
We're trying hard to make this as cool as possible. You know, we don't want to be that fundraiser that's 8 hours on, you know, almost like a Jerry Lewis telethon kind of thing. We want to get this in. We're out. We want to have fun with you.
We want to have fun, but David, my bat phone ain't ringing. I mean, no one's calling.
Oh, it's because nowadays there's links and there's QR codes. The QR code is up here.
There?
Right? It's up there. And then the link is down there.
Well, that's good, because that phone's not even plugged in anymore.
That phone's not a phone.
But come on, folks. I mean, we're right there. This is the time. This is the moment. There is no better time than now to support this great community-based ministry. Every single penny that you give goes directly to our ministry, our mission, to the grassroots efforts that we're doing to build this place, to grow this place, and to invite more people into this mission.
Absolutely. And with that said, we have the winners of the auction.
We do. People are winning stuff.
We should be seeing Marquette Bank on our screens. They should be very excited. If they're waving like this, that's a good sign. They should all be somewhat like this over here. But we have two winners. One of them is, let's see, from the start of the South Side Tour of Restaurants. Winner is
Mary Kumke, spelled Kumke.
Mary, throw it up. You gonna eat? You gonna eat? Yeah.
Hey, Mary, if you need someone to go on a tour of these restaurants with you, like Friars Can Eat well. So if you want to, like, you know, take me with you, I'd be happy to join you.
For sure. And the next winner, which is of the Split the Pot,
is the good one.
Is gonna be my man, Gordon Sellin. Gordon, you are the winner of the Split the Pot. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh.
And he takes home $430.
Yo, that's what he gets. That's amazing. Congratulations, Gordon. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for supporting us.
Oh my God, this is so exciting. This is my phone. This is my real back phone over here. You know, that is the winners. I mean, this is the fall harvest of hope. Do we want to try one more time to show them where the website's at?
I think so.
Oh, I think it's right here. Please make a donation today. We're gonna keep that link live for about an hour, hour and a half, 3 hours, 3 decades, maybe a couple of centuries.
Just break it.
Just bring it right here. It's gonna be there. We need your donations. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell your cousin, tell everybody. We need your support. There's still wish list items. A lot of wish list items left during this auction, this time. So thank you all for who supported. We can't thank you enough. Like, this is amazing. Now with that, I think it's time for the shout outs and we get out of here after this.
I mean, this is a fall harvest of hope.
Yeah.
And the people who have supported us throughout the years, they give us hope.
They
are the hope of Port Ministries. And so it is right and just that we give thanks and praise to everyone who has supported us throughout the years.
So this is shout out time, and I want to start off with the person that created all these small snippets of our programs. Miss Alexandra Aiken has put videos together for the Port. They're amazing. We're going to have them on YouTube after this event so you can see what she did for every one of them. I can't believe, like, what she did for the after school program was phenomenal.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You know, what she did for the free clinic. I was crying when I first saw these things, and I'm so excited that she became part of the Port family. The next one is, we had a bunch of sponsors. Let's see if we can name them all. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. So Carrie's Heating, thank you so much. Griffith Foods, Innova Flavors, thank you so much. Providence Bank in the forefront. Michael Mechanics, Richards Building Company, Midwest Capuchins, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Hunt's Insurance Group, Vincent Lee and Lynn, the Severson family, the Hicks family,
Joe and Lori Lucent, the Lucent
family, the Devitt family, the Schmitz family, the Rohan family, thank you so much. The Schultz family, the Guzier family, you are all amazing. I can't thank you. We would not have this fundraiser if it wasn't for you. You have made the Port what it is, and we thank you. The last couple of ones is going to go to our volunteers. There are 5 people. I said it right. 5 people on staff here. There are over 400 volunteers a year. You really make the Port. Keep on being part of the Port. Volunteer.
Show up.
Be a part of these programs.
Pray for us.
Make sandwiches. You guys are the glue that hold us together. I'm in front of a computer 99% of my time. It's you that really makes the Port. The last one is, last but not least, of course, is Marquette Bank.
Yeah.
Without you, we wouldn't have this fundraiser, right? We wouldn't be.
You're the backbone.
We wouldn't be talking to anybody.
That's right.
We couldn't. And we have to give a special shout out to Jim. Jim has been doing a fabulous job putting us together. He coached us on how to do these things. He got on me to make sure that I was giving him the things he needed to make an amazing show. And it's been spectacular to work with him. Yeah. We are so excited to keep doing this. Hopefully next year we'll be live.
God willing.
We'll be in a space where we can enjoy a beer, enjoy a drink, enjoy some food, enjoy a celebration again.
Anthony Brown singing for us.
Anthony Brown singing again. Matter of fact, someone makes a donation of $10,000 right now.
$10,000.
$10,000 right now. Right now.
Rumor is Anthony Brown is one door over.
One door.
Waiting to sing some Al Green, maybe
sing.
a little Marvin Gaye. We're not sure. So if anybody wants to throw down 10 bands,
you make it. We'll get Anthony to go to your house today and start singing. I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. I want to thank you all for being a part of this year's Fall Harvest of Hope. It was a blast. We had no idea how this was going to go. If you haven't noticed, I'm very informal, and I really thank Brother MJ for doing this with us. It has been a blast to have everyone here. Just as we start, as much fun, everything ends with a blessing and a prayer. And now that we have Father MJ here, I would love to pass it off to you to bless us.
I echo everything David just said. We're so grateful. And first and foremost, we're grateful to God who continues to maintain and sustain this great ministry. And so we're just eternally grateful. Everyone can use a blessing in their life right now. And so I extend this blessing to you through the gift of technology. So clear your hearts and your minds and receive God's gift. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord let his face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look upon you with kindness and give you his peace.
May Almighty God bless you and your families, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.